Preface. Leadership in Higher Education, Practices that Make a Difference, is about how people on college and university campuses mobilize others to want to struggle for shared aspirations and make extraordinary things happen. It's about the behaviors that leaders use to transform values into actions, visions into realities, obstacles into innovations, segments into solidarity, and risks into rewards. It's about exercising leadership that creates the climate in which people work together to turn challenging opportunities into remarkable successes. College and university leaders can and do make a difference in the strength of their institutions. Many, in fact, assert that leadership, more than any other single factor, will determine the future vitality of higher education. Goldie Blumenstick, a senior writer at the Chronicle of Higher Education, notes that cruise control leadership is no longer an option, and that a balance is needed between knee-jerk reactions to the latest trend and flat-footed reluctance to go after real opportunities. Not only are there no shortages of challenges facing people involved in institutions of higher education, but the opportunities for providing leadership within them are also available to everyone, every day. Who should listen to this book? The fundamental purpose of this book is to assist people throughout the higher education community in leading others to places they have never been before. Leadership matters, whether you are a faculty member, department chair, program director, dean, vice president, or president. Likewise, leadership matters for the staff and managers of residential life, career development, student records, admissions, campus safety, information technology, library, counseling and health centers, facilities, alumni relations, development, and all other organizations on campus. We have written this book to help individuals, no matter what their position, strengthen their capacity to make extraordinary things happen. We have also written it to uplift your spirits. We have learned from our research that people in institutions of higher education are capable of developing themselves as leaders and exercising leadership far more than tradition has ever assumed possible. This book is not about the institution or business of higher education at a macro level or about being in a leadership position, as if leadership were a place. It's about having the courage and spirit to make a significant difference from wherever you are within a college or university. This book is also not about leaders per se. Instead, it's about the practices, behaviors, and actions associated with leadership and how people in education exercise them when making a difference. In this book, we present stories of real people from all across college campuses and university settings who achieved bigger-than-life results at their institutions. Through an analysis of their experiences, we offer practical guidance for enhancing your leadership capabilities. As you'll see from the scores of examples, the principles apply regardless of the nature of your institution. For example, public or private, secular or non-secular, small or large, urban or rural, 2-year or 4-year. And they are not dependent on any particular demographic characteristic, for example, age, gender, ethnicity, function, or nationality, or personality variable. The focus is on the behaviors and actions of what people in higher education do when they are exercising exemplary leadership. Research-based practices. Leadership in higher education is written to enhance your abilities, and the principles and practices described in it are based solidly on quantitative and qualitative research. The book has its origins in the study we began in 1983. We wanted to know what people did when they were at their personal best in leading others. These were experiences in which people, per their own perceptions, set their individual leadership standards of excellence. We started with an assumption that to discover best practices, we didn't have to interview and survey star performers, select celebrities in academe, or people at the top.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.